So for my first topic, I want to do intellectually competent. In grade school, I was an average student. I didn't really try all that hard. But I went into freshman year at SLU with uh, too much confidence, I would say. And my transition or my mentality that I could just coast by at SLU was um, I was gravely mistaken. My freshman year was extremely tough. I had an this high riding balloon of confidence was quickly shot down um, when I received my first semester report card, and it was filled with pretty much all D's and C's, maybe one B, and like a joke P class or something like that. Or, yeah, something like that. But to be honest, I wasn't trying probably my hardest. I put more of my time and effort into soccer and my social life, which at the time I just wasn't really thinking about how that would affect me. My sophomore year was a little bit better, but not by much. I tried a little bit harder, but still soccer and social life were kind of the two things that I cared about most. But even so, I still tried in school, but I just didn't do well. My report card still looked the same, and I would just easily get frustrated when I couldn't figure out an assignment or when I would get back bad grades, and I just didn't think I was capable of succeeding. So summer between sophomore and junior year, I thought about transferring to DeSmet because I didn't think I could succeed at SLU, but as the summer inched on, I began to think that if I did transfer, then I would kind of just be giving up in a sense, and then I would look back and then regret it. So I decided to stay. I ended up taking a year off of soccer, a sport that I'd played since I was in kindergarten, a sport that I'd played all year round, a sport that I loved, but I decided to buckle down and give school my all. And it actually paid off. I ended up getting around a 3.8, which was the best GPA that I'd ever gotten. I finally hit my stride. I learned how to study. I would ask questions in class. I'd pay attention. I'd get my homework done on time. I finally just learned what it meant to be a good student. This is my story of intellectual competence at SLU. I went from a 2.0 student freshman sophomore year with no confidence in myself to a 3.8 student believing that I could have done even better. Secondly, I want to talk about committed to doing justice. Before SLU, I'd done service one time with my family a while ago. We brought food to a homeless shelter. But other than that, my experience with it was minimal. Until freshman year, we had two required service projects that I remember vividly. The first was we made meals and brought them to a homeless shelter and then ate with them. And the second was we would walk to a old folks home and play board games with them. Both these were really fun experiences and eye-opening, and they actually encouraged me to do more service. I started helping my mom with Angel Outreach, which is it's a service down in St. Joe where they bring food and then serve it to homeless people at St. Vincent de Paul. And then I also volunteered for the Literacy Initiative, which is an organization that brings books and cookies to underprivileged schools and tries to help them with reading comprehension. It was a really fun service. I enjoyed it a lot. I did it with a couple friends. But all in all, SLU just it showed me the importance of service, and it just made me a more well-rounded person, and it made me see the importance of working for a purpose that's bigger than yourself. And secondly, I want to talk about open to growth. Coming into SLU, I was pretty close-minded, and SLU changed that a lot. Specifically, one story I want to talk about is my junior year in theology, a class I had hated since kindergarten. But my first semester, we talked about the arguments for and against the existence of God, and then I actually saw myself agreeing with or seeing the arguments against the existence of God more believable, but I wouldn't say I was an atheist, probably more agnostic. And then second semester, we covered moral issues such as abortion and the death penalty. But all in all, junior year theology just kind of taught me to think for myself, do my own research, and come to my own conclusions and beliefs. So SLU just kind of taught me to be my own individual and unique person. Thank you.